Hi everybody.
Hi.
Lori here from Unique in the Creek. Ooh, I got glitter all over me. How is everybody tonight? See, there's nobody on yet, La. So you'll start seeing people pop up. And let's put Kitty Girl on camera. Why?
Does it look ugly?
No, look how cute you are. Oh, well, we have nobody on. Oh, we have 3 people on now. Say hi. Say hi, Lolly.
Hi.
Hi, Vicky. See, now there's Rosemary. Say hi, Rosemary.
Hi, Rosemary.
And there's Carla Taylor. Carla Taylor's always on. Hi, Tammy. Hi, David Frank. Hi, Jan.
Hi, Jan.
Hi, Jan.
Hi, Barbara. And they say
Hi,
Miss
Barbara.
Lolly.
Hi, Barbara.
Yeah, my Miss Lolly. Hi, Michelle.
Hi,
That's
Michelle.
Michelle.
From Texas?
From Texas. Hey, y'all.
Hi, y'all.
Hi, y'all. Anyways, I'm going to continue my wreaths. I don't know if anybody caught my live today where I Mod Podged Dave's here. He's over on the dining room table reading the comments. So, I had a little nap and everything today, and
Hi, Elaine.
Dave says hi, everybody. So I don't know if anybody caught my live today. I did a Dollar Tree gift bag, and it's a really cool truck. And I cut out the truck and I Mod Podged it to the center of our character frame, and it's all nice and dry now. And I sprayed a seal coat on it, so just a clear coating to just to protect it from any of the weather elements.
Hi, Jeannie. I say hi, Jeannie.
Hi, Jeannie.
She's my #1 fan.
Yeah, and this is what I just sprayed it with. Just this clear Rust-Oleum clear coat. It works on everything pretty much.
Did it stick?
And it's got UV. What stick?
That.
Yeah. Why would you ask if it stick?
Sticky.
Oh, did it stick? Oh, yeah. It stuck, no problem. The Mod Podge, it's perfect. I'll bring the camera down. Yeah, I have a new helper. She's going to hand me ribbons or something. Right, La? We're just having a pretty meh day, you know.
We both took naps.
Yeah, we both took naps. She came for a nap. Anyways, so I'm doing kind of a rustic style wreath. And I'm going to be using different ribbons.
Hi, Nanny.
Oh, hi, Mom. So I have this really cool truck ribbon, which pretty much everybody probably has. So I'm going to use some of this. I'm going to use some of this really nice gold I got from, I believe it was from Costco last year. And I'm keeping it rustic. So I'm going to be using this really nice burlap. It's got some gold in it. And it's got Merry Christmas and everything on it. What else am I using here, La? Oh, and I'm using this ribbon. It's got some pine cones. Of course, it's got some glitter, because we got to have some bling, right, La? No, I'm not using that ribbon.
Cut off, eh?
What?
You don't have your head's cut off.
Yeah, that's all right, because I'm gonna bring it down anyways. Nanny says hi, Lolly.
Hi. It's a nice Christmas.
And then I'm using this nice what is it, plaid, but it's of course got gold in it as well. So we'll see how this all turns out. Oh, and I'm using this stuff. This stuff is really fun. It's deco tubing, really fat deco tubing with, it's got like a snow kind of on it. A flock. That's the new thing these days, is flocking.
It's flocking insane.
So, yeah, it's flocking insane. Do you think so, La?
Yeah, it's flocking crazy.
So, I'm going to use this because it's fun. I got this at Craft Outlet, but it's really fat. So, anyways, I'm going to use all that, and I'm going to incorporate some lights into my wreath, and I'm going to put them on the top of my mesh so it doesn't get lost. And the mesh I'm using is just a burlap mesh, because I want to keep it simple so my ribbons and stuff will pop. And like I said, it's rustic. What are you doing? That's his bow. He just made it.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Thank you, Jeannie. Lolly is so cute. I love this Lolly. Anyways, So I started, I'm going to flip you guys down, and I'm going to show you what I was doing, okay? Let's go start this. Oh, honey, Archon mount is falling. There we go.
I made it all by myself, y'all.
Y'all, he did make it all by himself. Can you see that, honey, on there? Okay.
20 minutes. There's always a delay.
Yeah. Okay, so what I've done, I've pre-done my zip ties into my board. So on the board,
Awesome bow.
it is an awesome bow,
It's an
honey.
awesome bow.
On my board,
get
so
me
this
started
is
already,
the
Dave.
board that I cut out and Mod Podged the truck on. So if you want to check that out after this, it's really, really easy. And it stuck really well with my wallpaper adhesive. So if you run out of Mod Podge, never fret. Just if you have some wallpaper glue, it works as well. So, and I wrote on my board, like I always do, I wrote where I'm going to put stuff. So right here, I'm going to be doing the truck ribbon with some gold. These two holes, I'm going to be using an 18-inch ruffle. And I put my pattern all the way around so I can remember what I'm doing. So I have cut 9-inch ruffles. They are going on the outside, which I've already stuck into my zip ties here. They're going onto the outside, and then the holes with the 3, they're going to have another 9-inch ruffle with ribbon. These holes that have just 2 holes, so they're on the second diameter. I'm going to put 18-inch ruffle in there of the deco mesh. Okay, so I'm not going to put any ribbon in there because I don't want to put too much ribbon in, because sometimes you can put, if you put a lot of ribbon, it kind of overdoes it. So, and I'm more of a simpler kind of person. I like simple things, so I don't want everything to look like ribbon. I want, everybody to see this beautiful center. And as you can see, when I did Mod Podge it, you can still see the sparkle on the snow. So the Mod Podge does dry clear, and you'll still see your sparkle. And this sparkle was actually right on the bag as well. So what I'm doing, I
got lots of laughs.
Did ya?
I said, a bunch of birds fell into my bag of flock. Now I have a flock of seagulls.
Oh, God.
He said that joke this morning.
I know. He wanted to see if we... Oh, he told you too? Because he came home and told me as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I've been using... Everybody's like, oh, are you changing where you use the zip ties on the top? And yes, I am. Because it's just... It seemed to be easier. And you really don't see the head of the zip tie. And then you're not worrying about putting the zip tie head on the back. And then absolutely nothing will scratch the back of the... scratch the door. So what I've been doing is I have been putting my zip ties in ahead of time. So with this, the holes with the 3, I've already put the zip tie in for these 2 holes, and I'm going to use this hole and this hole because I don't want this wreath huge. Now if I wanted to make it even bigger, I could use this hole and the outside of the wreath frame, and it would make the wreath look even larger. But for today, I'm just going to use these 2. So we're going to have 2 zip ties in the holes of 3. And this hole in the center is going to have a shared hole. Okay, and then this one will just have, this is just going to be deco mesh, and then this one right here is going to be deco mesh and ribbon. Okay, so I've already done this one just to see how it was going to look. And I really like the look of it, so I have to fluff my ribbons a little more. But so the outside zip ties here, I put my mesh, and I put 3 ribbons. I put the pine cone ribbon, I put the Merry Christmas ribbon, and then I put the plaid ribbon, and I put a little bit of this deco tubing just to make a bow. Okay?
Looks cute.
It's cute, eh? And I'm just going to clip this so I can reach this part. So this part I'm not putting any ribbon in. I'm just going to put an 18-inch poof. So I just cut my deco mesh 18 inches wide or long, and I'm using 10-inch deco mesh, and this is just a jute deco mesh, so it's almost like a faux burlap. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this to the side here.
How long did you cut your ribbon?
Oh, I cut my ribbons 12 inches. All my ribbons are 12 inches long, and I cut my deco tubing at 20 inches because I didn't want it, because it is really fat and thick. I didn't want it to overtake the whole wreath, so I cut it at 20 inches and just made a small bow. So yeah, all the ribbons are 12 and the deco tubing's 20 inches, and then I cut 8 pieces of 18-inch mesh. So that's all you need is 8 pieces of 18-inch, and then the rest you can cut 9 inches. So I'm just pretty much doubling up the double holes, and I'll show you in a sec. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your 18-inch ribbon flat out with the serged edges, so the finished edges at the side, and you're just going to start from the middle and gather your mesh between your thumb and your fingers, and you're just going to make this bow type formation. So it looks like it's a big ruffle, okay? And when you're doing that, you want to make sure the curved side, so deco mesh is always curls to itself because it's rolled. So you want to make sure your rolled side is facing downwards, so it makes a really nice ruffle when you put it in the wreath. So again, just going right up the center. Are you watching this, Lolly wants to do a live one day. I'm making a wreath, so she's observing
and
today.
I'm not crafty at all.
You are crafty.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, so I'm just going to put this big ruffle in this area these 2 holes right here, and I'm not going to add anything else. I'm just going to leave it plain. Now you could add, this would be really pretty maybe with some greenery added into it or something. So you can add whatever you want. You can add an ornament or whatever you want. So you could stick your whatever you want to put in there. You could stick it underneath the zip tie. I am going to put lights though. So I'm going to put my lights on top of my mesh just so you can see the lights better. So again, I'm using these timered battery lights. I have a whole bunch on my website now because I got my order in finally. And these lights, they stay on. So if you turned this set on at 6 o'clock, it would stay on till midnight, and then they will shut themselves off until 6 o'clock the next day. So 6 o'clock p.m. the next day, they'll turn themselves back on. So you never have to worry about turning your wreath on and off, which is really great because really, who has time to remember to turn the wreath off? And the batteries last all season. Like, I had no problem with any of mine, and I've been using them for a few years. So they're really, really great. And they make such a nice touch to your wreath.
And inexpensive.
Yes, well, I found them, they're inexpensive. They do have, I've seen more and more of these battery lights. I think I've seen some at Hobby Lobby, but they're all rice lights. I like these bigger lights, these Christmas ones.
And if you want to spice up a room, they add a nice touch to it.
Do they, La?
Yeah.
What room would you spice up?
You know, if you have your bedroom.
Oh yeah, she has rice lights all over her room. Her room's so cute. It's such a girly room. So I'm just feeding the lights through this first thing. Now it is easier to put the lights, like I showed you guys before, where you can tape them into the board. And that works fabulous, especially for if you're just doing a character frame, like a face. But for this one, I'm going to be using a lot of ribbons and stuff, and the ribbons are quite thick. So I'm just afraid that you're not going to be able to see the lights. So that's why I'm kind of putting them on the top. So I'll just weave them through the zip ties like I just did. Okay, so I have my big ruffle. And now I want to make sure my ruffle's even. And I kind of like to put the ruffles towards facing the outside of the frame, so it doesn't all take over the middle there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna zip this in really tight. Okay, so you don't even see the wire, you just see the light. You guys all see that? And I'm going to take my wire snippers. Where's my snippers, honey?
New character board holes look different than the new flower board.
No, they're exactly the same. No, the snippers that... Can you get up for a second? Oh, I'll just use my light. They look like this handle, but they have a flat. Yeah, all the boards are exactly this. Well, the holes are the holes on the flower board are different because they are. What? What are you laughing at?
Just somebody wants those candies. When she orders, she wants us to send some of those candies.
Oh, the maple candies.
Yeah. Some of that sugar.
Okay, so this one are 3 holes here. I got it indicated that I'm going to use the truck ribbon. So I'll grab a piece of truck ribbon. And I'm also using the gold ribbon. So I didn't want to use anything, I wanted to use something see-through so we could see the truck in it. So I think it looked really cute with the truck that's on the front here. So I'm going to take a piece of 9-inch that I cut. Well, actually Dave cut. Okay. Oh, stop. Okay, I'm ruffling it up just like I did with the 21-inch. I'm going to put it in this zip tie. Now I'm going to not zip this up really tight because I'm going to put some of my ribbons in. Again, I want to kind of fold them towards the outside, just like that. Now I put all my zip ties in all at once. It's kind of confusing, but you guys can do it as you're going.
Yes, I know, Jackie. It's terrible.
What's terrible?
She said, oh no, Dave's back.
Jackie who?
Jackie Coots.
Oh. But we love Dave.
Yes, the candy was good.
I didn't like that candy.
Yeah, I either love it or you don't, because it's real maple syrup. I don't know if they would.
Jackie, you say, oh no, but you sat there and waited for me to come back. You know you did.
Who?
Jackie Cook, she says, oh no, Dave's back.
He's going to behave tonight, though. We're not having any stupid apps.
It's only because the couch is kind of crowded right now and I
Lolly
can't get over there.
Lolly took his spot over.
Because everybody would rather see me than Dave. Everybody's sick and tired of Dave.
Does anybody ever want to see me, maybe?
No.
No. All right, I got my light in. So, in this hole, I'm going to be putting a piece of this fun deco tubing. And like I said, I cut it at 19 inches. So, or 20 inches, sorry. So you just don't pull it because we want a full 20 inches. And it's got a elastic. Oh, stop. What is she barking at? Okay, that's 20 inches right there.
My candy is still in my bag. Forgot about it. That's what Michelle said.
Oh. So I'm just going to do, and now it's not big or anything, but I'm going to shove this in. So what I did is just folded it over so the two ends are on opposite, and if you just push it in, you can feed it through the zip tie.
Michelle
Okay.
said, I think I need my memory pills.
Your memory pill, her memory pills.
Hi, Marcia.
Are you reading all the comments, Lolly?
Yeah, I'm taking Colin's spot.
Oh, okay. All right. We got our light in there. Make sure our thing, and I'm going to zip it up. Okay. And there we go. And then this one I have that I'm putting a piece of truck ribbon.
How many lights on the string?
There's 20 lights on this string of lights. So I'm just going to dovetail the end of this. So I'm using the Merry Christmas truck ribbon, and then I'm going to put this gold ribbon over top. Look how pretty that is. Okay. I'm going to fold it in half just so I know how far to feed, when I'm feeding it through, that I know the middle.
Stop it.
Makes a crease. I don't know what her problem is. And then just fold it over this way. Oh, I guess I need to put a piece of deco mesh in.
It's too late. We've agreed. Wants it? Yes. He's got a bigger head.
We're all meh tonight at this house, though. We're just chilled. Ayla?
Everybody took a nap and
Just I can't even get over this hump that's I feel since I got back. Just
Lolly is excited. Oh, Lady is excited.
no, she only barks when she wants something. Like we can tell the different barks she has, and that's a bark that she wants something.
But she already ate food.
She ate. She went outside. She ate. I don't know what else she could want.
She had water.
She has water. So you just want to make sure your ribbon is even and pull it tight. Okay, once you got it tight in there, you can move the ribbon around. Now you guys don't have to do it like this. You can still have your zip tie heads in the back. Make sure you don't cut your lights. There we go. I like how the light it's right in the middle of our bow there. And then by the time we get all our deco mesh on, you won't be able to see any of the wires.
Her jaw is getting better.
Yeah, her jaw is better. She goes on Halloween. When's Halloween? She's going for her spay finally.
Ah, she's on me right now.
Okay, now I'm going to just clothespin this one over. So
My
I have
dog
room.
is looking at my Kindle because she hears your dog.
Yeah.
What size zip
Okay, look at this dog. Look at this dog. She thinks she's a mountain goat, and Lolly's the mountain. What? You cannot. What? I'm doing a live. You can't be in my face. Really? Get off Mount Lolly. The zip ties I use are 8. Well, you can use 6, 7, or 8 inches as long as they're 18-pound strength. Okay, now this I'm going again with an 18-inch ruffle.
Oh, too funny. Yep, she's a funny dog.
Yeah, she's a weird dog. She really is.
She does
Okay, so this is my 18-inch ruffle. And like I said, when I put him in, I kind of put it so the ruffle is facing the outside of the board. That way it doesn't cover, your ruffle doesn't totally cover your image that's on the center. Okay, so we're just going to do this up lightly. And then I'm going to continue with my wire, or my lights. Now, like I said, if you're not filling this up with total ribbon, you can just tape your lights to the bottom, or to the frame, and they will get zip tied in as you are adding your ruffles or your curls or whatever your method you're using. But I really wanted the lights to be seen. So this takes a little bit longer, but it's worth it because it'll look so, so pretty.
Hello from Georgia.
They're from everywhere, La.
Yeah.
I have people watching from...
Thanks, I'll be ordering some of your boards. Do you have any sales going on soon?
We have... tonight is the last night to get your frames $1 off. So we have our frame sale from the convention.
Ooh.
And I'm now just going to zip that in. Oh, what is this dog wanting? Okay. Alright, so I'll put my lights there in the center again.
I'm from Patterson, California.
Ooh.
I love California.
You love California. Is that where the Kardashians live, La?
Yeah, got my boards today and I love them.
They're really cool, the boards. Okay, so this one, we're going to be using the 3 ribbons. So we're going to be using the Merry Christmas ribbon. And I'm going to use the pine cone ribbon. And I'm going to be using my plaid ribbon.
Well, hello, watching from Ottawa.
Ottawa.
Fellow Canadian.
Okay, so I got a 9-inch piece on the outside here. And I'm going to be putting the Merry Christmas. Now you can use as many ribbons as you want. Like you can put ribbons in every single section if you want. But I'm a simple person. I really am. Even though I do love bling and everything.
simple wreaths.
Yeah.
I like.
Like somebody did a cardinal wreath today. Oh, Isabel. And she didn't really add, she just used a really, really pretty deco mesh. And she had the cardinal saying, and it was in some lights. It was absolutely gorgeous.
They can't really see what you're doing.
Okay.
I think your light's all messed up.
Let me raise it a bit. There, that's a little bit better, I think. Sorry, guys. I craft from my table.
Hi, Becky.
From my, I'm doing it from my living room table right now.
Thank you, Stace.
Is that better, guys? I hope so. Okay, so I'm doing my ribbon here, and then this ruffle here, when I put it in, is going to be, I'm going to be putting in that big, chunky deco tubing. Had I known how cool that deco tubing was, I would order more, but it's probably sold out by now.
Yeah, that's better. They said that.
That's better? Okay, sorry. Because of my back, I can't really, it's really hard for me to sit at a table and forget standing. So, alright, and then I'm going to put another ruffle in here. Actually, I can zip that. And then once I'm done, I will go and poof all my ribbons like normal. This is going to look so pretty, Ayla.
Yeah.
You can do this, no problem.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can.
Just good with my hands.
And Dave is going to make a bow. Are you making a bow still, honey?
No.
What?
I already made one.
Yeah, but you need to make a bow for our thing
yeah.
here.
No, I'm not doing one. I'm not good enough at it.
How about if I do it with you?
No.
How are you going to learn if you don't try and you don't practice?
He's too stubborn.
No. Do you want to make a bow, La?
I'll make a bow. I don't know. I don't know if I can make a bow. I'll try. Can you help me?
Of course I can help you. Okay, and then I'm going to put in a piece of this really cool tubing again.
It's like flock.
It's flocked.
It's flocking.
Isn't it cool? It's flocking cool.
Yeah, I just like saying that now.
Do you?
It's flocking.
So I just put it underneath the zip tie. So yes, I did get a ton of lights in, but it looks like I had a little peek today on the website, and it looks like they're going really fast. So there is white and there is multicolor. Of course, I bought a lot more white than multicolor because a lot of people use the white.
More elegant.
Yeah. Okay, going along here. See, La, this is not hard.
Personally, I love white. White is just one of my
So I just use the clothespin just to pull it back.
Are you making the petals side to side, corner to corner? I can't see you doing that.
Oh, okay. I'm actually making a ruffle, and I'll show you again. So the two holes here, I'm just putting a straight ruffle in. And these, every third hole, every hole that has, or every section that has 3 holes is where I'm putting my ribbons and stuff in. So I'll show you right now. This hole, I'm just using a piece of 18-inch mesh. So I cut it 18 inches long, okay? And you just put it straight in front of you. And your serged edges are on the side, so your finished edges. And I really cut this pretty wonky. I'll straighten it out a bit. Okay, and now I'm just getting my thumb and my forefingers here and just kind of pinching in the middle and gathering as I'm pinching all the way up. Are you watching, La?
Yeah, they really want Dave to make a bow.
I know. I think you...
Michelle said she just wants to flock everything.
Because she's flocking crazy.
And then someone said, wow, my order already shipped. I thought it would be a while. You guys are terrific.
No, if you didn't have trees, your orders were shipped like almost as soon as they came in. It was just the trees that we got behind, and I am actually going myself because the courier doesn't work on Saturday. So I am actually taking a whole bunch over to USPS myself tomorrow.
It's going to be a little bit of a trip.
Because you got to do what you got to do when you run a business. Right, La?
Yep. we're going tomorrow.
Yep, me and La are heading over to the States tomorrow.
I feel like we just did this last weekend.
Yeah.
No, we weren't here last weekend. We were at convention.
Oh, this is turning out really pretty. I can't wait to open it up.
Can't see what you're making.
Who can't see?
Your light is.
Oh, is it?
Really weird. Yeah.
Okay, how's that?
I don't know.
I think it's because I have these lights on. Maybe?
Is that better, guys?
Is that better, guys?
Can I add
Yeah, me and Lolly do road trips all the time, Ayla.
Yeah.
We love to go shopping. She's my shopping buddy.
I love shopping.
This wreath is so pretty.
I'm just the biggest girly girl.
She's a girly girl.
Can I add trees to my order?
We can't add to an order. So you'd have to... We can ship together with the same order, but you'd have to still place another order in.
Okay, it's better. They said it was better.
It's better?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, I'm putting a ruffle in. It's just the 9-inch ruffle. And again, I'm going to add some of this fun tubing. Okay, and then I just put round it so each end is opposite. So there's there and there's there. And just pinch it together, and then you can put it right through the zip tie. Oh, I forgot to do my light. And then I'm putting my light through the zip tie as well on the top of the wreath so we can see it really well. And again, these are the lights that have timers in them. So we don't have to remember to shut our lights off. And a funny story, I don't know if you guys are new, but I'll tell you this story. When I first found these timered lights, I made myself a wreath, a Mickey Mouse wreath.
Someone said turn the lights off if it's a glare. I don't know what that means.
Okay, these lights probably. Where does my battery thing?
Turn the little lights off.
There. I just like to see where the light's going to fall. That's why. Anyways, what I was saying, so I made a Mickey Mouse wreath. And when it was done for the season, we put all our Christmas stuff underneath our stair and our cubby thing. And I went downstairs to do laundry, and I forgot to shut the lights off. But I didn't realize that that's what it was. So when I went downstairs, I could see this glow coming from the bottom underneath the do you remember that, La? I screamed so hard because I could see this glow. Yeah, I could see this glow coming from underneath the stair thing.
That was scary.
And I screamed, ran upstairs, calling Dave. I'm like, oh my God. I thought maybe there was, I don't know, aliens or I don't know, La. Somebody was under there with a flashlight. I don't know.
Yeah,
but anyways.
That wouldn't be like that scary because it was a 3-story house.
Yeah. Really, but anyways, long story short, it was my stupid. My lights kept coming on because I didn't actually shut the battery pack off. So my lights kept coming on through the night, and I happened to go down when they had just turned on. Yeah. So it really scared the bejesus out of me. It was kind of funny afterwards because, you know.
Yeah. When are the flower boards and character boards going to be on Amazon?
We are working for the end of the month. We are waiting for our UPC stickers because they need to have like the barcode stickers. So we need those to give to the plastic factory so they can put them on. So one exciting thing is next week, Dave and I have a meeting at the plastic factory because we're going to talk about the color because we want the color lighter.
Ghosts.
What?
Rosemary said ghosts.
Ghost. It was. I swear. It was creepy as heck. Anyways, Dave and I are going to the plastic factory, like I said, to actually see. We're discussing color, but they're actually going to show us start to finish how our product is being made because we haven't really had a chance because by the time the molds came, we had to run off to convention. And we've already had 3,000 boards already made since last week. So that's a lot of boards already. So we haven't had a chance to see how it's exactly made. So they invited us to come down. So I'm going to do a live with their permission. I'm pretty sure they'll give us permission. And I'm going to show you guys how exactly they're made because the plastic factory is like so really cool. I'm really excited.
Is Lolly your daughter?
Yes, Lolly is my youngest daughter. I have 3 kids. I have 3 kids and Dave has 3 kids. My kids are 26, 22, and Lolly is 13 and the most mature. And Dave has 3 boys, and they're all married and have kids. How many grandkids do you have now, baby?
7.
With 7 grandkids.
And you don't even have 1.
I don't need one. We have enough with Dave's. Okay, so this hole I am doing, this one I'm going to be doing the bow because I wrote down bow. So I'm going to skip this one and I'll leave that light there. I'm going to go to this one.
I'm from Australia.
Because I have to make the bow still. I thought Dave was going to make it, but I'm going to show him how to make one.
I'm from Australia.
Is that Jane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jane, did you hear anything about your order that's in quarantine?
Oh no.
Yeah, she's from Australia, honey. So I sent a nice package down to her.
Grandma.
No, I was talking to Lolly.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Because I've been completely replaced.
No. And I sent a package down to her, and hers package went into quarantine.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know why. So hopefully they're not going to keep it or destroy it. Like there's really nothing in it. Deco mesh and some tubing and some zip ties. Okay. This is turning out really nice. What do you think, La? So when I open it all up, we'll fluff all our ribbons. We'll make a bow to put here. Just going to keep... So all you need is one clothespin, and it just kind of pushes your mesh back to give yourself room. Now mine looks a little messy because I had pre-done a bunch, so you might not want to do this like I'm doing.
Do you have an alert when you go live?
I do.
Yes.
Vi's asking.
Vi? She should have got... Did Tanya do a...
No, she said you have an alert that when you go...
Oh, I
you
do.
When you go live.
I do, Vi. I'm not sure if Tanya had sent a thing out yet, though, from our bot. So, okay, so this one has the truck with gold. So it's really taking a lot of the guessing out of, making a wreath. Especially if you need to recreate a wreath. It's so easy to recreate the same wreath, right? Because if you write your pattern right on the board, you just keep doing it all the way around. So we are doing the truck and a piece of gold. Now, I've said a gazillion times, you guys are wreathing circles around me. You really are.
Yep.
Like, you had to see me stressing out trying to pick out ribbons. I am just not really good at picking out ribbons and colors and... Yeah, but I think I did okay on this one. I think it's gonna look pretty cool.
They got their, Barbara got her alert.
Oh, did she get her alert?
Yep. Not that.
You guys have to forgive me. I am not really tech savvy. And I've been so busy, but Tanya, she is amazing. And I'm sure a lot of you have spoke with Tanya. She's awesome. She's my assistant. She takes care of everything. She tells me what I need to do. Even in my emails, there's a lore to do file. So she just files everything that I need to take care of, which is totally amazing. That way it gives me time to play around and create new things. So if anybody's just joining us, this center I put on our board is just a Dollar Tree. Honey, can you grab me the bags from the table there, honey, the gift bag? This image on here is just a Dollar Tree bag. So actually I cut the one side out, so that's the truck that's on the board already. So you actually get 2 images for $1. And I put a plate, like a 10-inch plate on it, and then I just drew a circle around it and cut it out and Mod Podged it right onto the frame. So if you see a really, really nice bag, gift bag, grab it because it's an amazing way to make some wreaths. And they have some really, really pretty gift bags out there, especially Dollar Tree. These ones, this one truck one, it was all the rage when I was doing like, I used to make signs and everything. And it was all the rage a couple years ago. So I grabbed a whole bunch of them and I never did use them. So I have a whole bunch in my warehouse, and when I was going through things the other day, I seen them and I'm like, oh, I have to do a live and show them how you can just use a tree bag or a gift bag to, oh shoot, did I put my light in? Oh yeah, I did.
Sorry guys.
Oh, here's my Snippers, yay!
My phone almost died.
Your phone almost died?
Yes.
Okay.
Plus,
And then this one is in, and I'll tighten this one.
You're just being Belle for Halloween.
Belle. Like Beauty and the Beast Belle? What are you being, La?
Cloak person.
A cloak person.
Yep.
Lolly is really fabulous at doing makeup. Like, she is amazing. What's the matter?
Sorry, I just want to ask you something quick. When it's our Canadian customers, if they want to do it, do they just click pick up?
No, for the Canadian customers, when you order, just click on EMT, and then let me know if you want to pay with EMT, because I know States doesn't have EMT. So let me know if you want to pay EMT, or if you'd like to pay credit card, and I'll just send you an invoice. And then make sure you decide if you need it shipped, or if you're local, you can come. Oh, you have to turn that off. Honey.
Or if you
Or you can pick it up at my house.
Yeah, so I'm probably just going to do something with my makeup skills.
Yeah, anyways, Lolly is a really, really good makeup artist. Like, we're talking really good. You know, when I went to convention, she sent instructions on how to do my makeup. Anyways, so she's been dabbling a little bit in special effects makeup and doing some really cool faces. So I think she may have found her creative niche in makeup. Yeah. And there's a good it's a good industry to be in. There's lots of money to be made in that, especially if you go to Hollywood and do it for like theater or whatever.
I want to do it for like celebrities.
For celebrities?
Yeah, I want to be like Mario Master.
Oh, well, you're only 13, and the skills that you have now already, my goodness.
It just takes a lot of practice.
Yeah. Well, she's been doing makeup, and she does her own little makeup tutorials.
No,
and she does.
Don't.
Well, you do them for yourself. She doesn't post them on YouTube or anything. She shows me. Yeah. It's just mind blowing, and she's only 13.
Well, I've been doing it for a real time.
Yeah, she's been doing makeup stuff for, oh my God, since she had a little Cinderella makeup stand thing.
Who bought me like one of my first eyeshadow palettes?
Aunt Jackie.
No, like one of my first.
Me?
No.
Santa?
No.
Who?
Aunt Tam's mom.
Oh, Aunt Tam's mom? Oh, Lynn. Oh, that's right.
Yep, she got me she gave me for my birthday a little makeup.
Oh, you remember that?
Yep.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And I used it forever.
Forever? Forever. Say it like Michelle. We'll do our Texas accent.
Forever.
Forever.
Forever. You need to show me all it. No, I'm very shy when it comes to that stuff.
I don't know. I think you should do it because you should start doing YouTube things.
YouTube?
Oh, honey. You're so good.
I couldn't get fun at school.
What? Who cares what people think? Good gosh. If I listened to what anybody thought when I was doing this, I wouldn't be where I am today. You don't listen to anybody. If you have a dream, you just go for it. Right, guys? Yeah. You do not let anybody bust your bubble.
Well, it's not like what I really want to do.
You do whatever you want to do, and I will always support you.
Thanks, Mama.
You're welcome.
Love you most.
I love you the most as kitty girl. But it's true, Lolly. Everybody, you know, kind of laughed and said, a wreath frame? Ha ha ha, right?
Yeah.
Now look at... Not too many people are laughing now, are they, Law?
Now 117 people are watching you.
117 people. I just inspired to not give up on your dream.
Someone must be going live right
Something
now.
like a craft page.
Something like a bone.
Somebody's going live right now.
Yeah, I think so, because we only have 120.
Oh, there's lives going all the time.
Is Scott going live? Or
That's
he
the-
just went live.
Yeah.
No, Scott's not going.
No.
Listen to
Damon
your
is
heart.
live, I probably. But that's okay.
Thanks, Marcia.
Yeah, we love our people. A lot of people watch on the replay too, and that's okay too.
You know.
So, again, just got my 3 ribbons. And you guys can use as many ribbons as you want. Like I said, I'm just going to bend them and slide them through the zip tie here. Now, there's a million ways you guys can do this. You can use pipe cleaners. You can use, like, the zip ties. You don't have to do it like me.
Yeah, Damon's on.
Damon's on, yeah.
Jane said, I don't understand it. No problem with flower and horse boards. They said, could you chase it up?
Can I what?
She's using Australian lingo.
I don't know. Is it still in quarantine, though?
I don't know.
I don't even know. Tanya was working on it, so...
Was my name Sharon?
Her real name is Lauren. And Lauren came about... There is a story of her name. My sister's name was Dawn. And my sister passed away when she was 27 or 28, now I can't even remember. Anyways, when we were younger growing up, we were always together. And our names were always conjoined. So, you know, people would say, oh, where's Lauren Dawn? So it sounded like Lauren Dawn. So I decided if I was going to have another child, and it was a girl, I was going to name the girl Lauren, and her middle name is Dawn. So that is Lauren's name, Lauren Dawn.
Oh, yes, my daughter's name is Lauren. Sharon's daughter's name.
Oh, yeah? It's such a beautiful name. So that's what but Lolly, we call her Lolly because I used to call her Lollipop when she was little.
It used to be...
And then it went to L Pop. I call everybody. Everybody in this house has a nickname except for me. My son's name is...
No, Chumalama
Oh, yeah.
Ding Dong.
Lolly calls me Chumalama Ding Dong. And my son, we call Bubba. I don't even know where that came from.
Bubba Gump.
Yeah, because I used to, when he was younger, I would always say Bubba Gump Shrimp when Forrest Gump was out. And Cree's name, or Kristen's name is Cree. That came from Creepella, like Creepella DeVille.
And then we call Colin.
And then Lolly gave a really bad nickname to Dave because his last name is Franklin. So she would say Frank Colin. And then she shortened it to just Colin. So now his name is Colin because he's an arsehole, right, La? No, my baby's not an arsehole.
No, I don't know why I just call him Colin. It's not even because of, like, the butthole or anything. It's
He's not a butthole. Oh, we're almost done.
No.
See, you could do this, La. It's kind of squished in here, but...
Lauren Nicole. Ooh, I like that name.
Lauren Nicole. Oh, that's a pretty name too, isn't it? Okay, let's see where we are with our lights here. Oh, look how pretty.
That's pretty.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
Wait till I open up all my ribbons
I
and
think
stuff.
I'll do a Christmas tree. I feel like doing a Christmas tree.
Christmas tree?
Something Christmassy because, you know, Christmas season's coming up. And I'm a big Christmas fan. This house is a big Christmas
We need to
fan.
do... I can't wait to decorate our Christmas tree, La. Wait till they see our Christmas tree that takes us days to decorate.
Oh, yeah. And I love...
Because my Christmas decorations, because they're collector's items, my Christmas decorations, every one of them has to be wrapped in tissue paper and put back in their original boxes. And then the boxes have like the actual name of the ornament in it.
And it's all Disney.
And well, it's all Disney. Everybody knows that.
Our whole house looks like if you go to like Disneyland
Yeah.
or Disney World, at Christmas.
It looks like Disney threw up in our house.
Yeah, I love it though.
Yeah, it's awesome. But it does take me and Lolly. Nobody else really helps. It's just me and Lolly.
Yeah.
Dave puts the tree up, and that's it.
But I love Christmas. I love like room
What do you do
decor
with the extra
stuff.
lights?
Good question. Probably just go around with it again. It would be nice if I could drill. Ooh. Wouldn't it be cool if I could drill a hole in each of the headlights, babe? We could drill a hole and put a light from the behind in each of the headlights so the headlights work.
Steal my thunder.
Why? Were you going to do that?
I'm going to do something different.
Oh, well, that would be really cool.
I'll be looking for something.
That would be cool.
I wanted to be a makeup artist.
Who does?
Planet of the Apes got me interested.
Ooh.
And I love it. Go for it, Lolly. I will be looking for a video.
Well, she's lucky because she has relatives in Hollywood because her cousin is a music producer out in Hollywood. And his wife, which is her actual cousin, is an actress out in Hollywood. So she's got a little bit of an in. So, and they said she could come stay with them. So I have a feeling one day we'll see Lolly on, probably not, maybe not on the big screen, but somewhere in Hollywood doing something, Ayla.
Yeah. You know, I'll probably eventually move out to California or New York because that's where I want to live.
You want to live in New York?
Yeah.
That's craziness.
I love New York.
Yeah, New York it's fun, but it's very, very busy.
Yeah, I know. I like being busy.
No, I mean like the hustle and bustle and...
I know.
Okay, I think I have one more to do.
I want to live in Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck on
Yeah, good luck.
People can dream.
All right, got one more.
Where did you get the mesh from?
Oh, this mesh, I think I just bought it from... you know what? I think I bought this mesh at AC Moore in the store.
Yeah, I think so.
But you can buy it at Craft Outlet. It's just plain jute deco mesh. You could use any color. I thought maybe using white popcorn mesh, or popcorn mesh, snowball mesh. But I wanted to keep it rustic, so I just went with the...
Yeah.
Now, you could do this with burlap as well.
Rustic look is pretty
Yeah.
in right now.
Yeah, it is in. You could use burlap as well and make poofs.
Don't you not like using burlap or something?
I don't use burlap anymore because of the fibers. So when you are using burlap, it does get into your lungs and everything, so you have to be careful. All right, I got my last ruffle here. And I'm going to bring this around, put my last light in here.
Dave, can you make a bow? Can you make bows to sell?
He was trying today, and I got him some ribbon, some wire, and I have to go get him stronger stuff because he's so strong, he keeps pulling the wire and breaking it. I've never pulled wire and broke it before.
So when is going to be your bow down?
Our bow down, when we do our centerpieces. But Dave wants to practice, and it's only fair that he practice.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want to, really blow him out of the water.
Yeah, I mean, you are the master.
I am the master. Okay, so this one I'm going to have to... I didn't wire the light in here when I first started, so I'm going to cut the zip tie. Oh, look how pretty, La.
That's pretty.
I'm going to cut the zip tie in this one so I can rewire in there.
Loving this wreath color.
I know, it's beautiful. Wait till I fluff. Got to fluff, La.
Not
Pull out the ribbons.
flock.
Not flock, fluff. So I didn't use quite a whole roll of mesh. So I used about 3/4 of a roll of 10-inch mesh. So, and you can use any color you would like. But with the rustic, I really liked this this look.
So cute.
What, honey?
Sippy's looking so cute over there.
Is she? She stopped climbing on you?
Yeah. She clawed into my back.
So I'm gonna I snipped this zip tie out just so, because I didn't, when I started, I forgot to put the light in. So I'm just going to stick this in. What, honey?
My cold is killing me.
Your cold is killing you.
You know what?
I know, I can't shake whatever I got either. Yesterday I was feeling much better.
Did Dave have a cold?
Well, we both were starting to get sick, and he got a little bit better, and I felt better yesterday, and then I woke up this morning, and it's like...
I know, I felt better yesterday, and then I woke up this morning, I was like, my throat hurts.
I know, it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks again.
Oh my god.
What?
No.
What?
Jean Ann, she put Big Bo
Big
Daddy.
Bo Daddy. Yeah, you tell me.
She was doing that in the car this morning. He's like...
He was calling himself Big Bo Daddy?
Yeah.
You leave Jeannie alone. She's my #1 fan.
Yes, Jeannie, Dave loved, we both love Jeannie. Jeannie is awesome, honey. I wish you would have met her. She was so cool.
What size ruffles?
These are a 10-inch roll, and I'll flip it over so I can show you guys what I did. Okay, now I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with these lights yet. Okay, so you'll be able to see a little bit better on this side. Here, let me
Look
turn
how
the...
clean that board is.
Yeah.
Can you
So
put
this
light
is
up
the...
more?
Huh?
Like,
Up more? There, is that better? I'm just showing the thing. Okay, so what I did is on the back, so this is our back. You'll see there's sets of holes. Now these 2 holes, there's a set of 3, 2, 3, 2. What I did is this set of 2 is where I put a 9-inch ruffle and the deco tubing that I used, okay? And then this set of hole right here, I again used a 9-inch ruffle, and I also used my ribbons, and I alternated ribbons. So this might be truck ribbon. This hole is just an 18-inch poof. So I cut it 18 inches long and ruffled it up, and I didn't put anything except a light and the poof in there because I didn't want it to look too busy. And then this hole was, this one right here is the light and a ruffle and the deco tubing. And then here is the Merry Christmas, the pine cone, and the red, I don't even know where it is now, the red plaid. And I just kept alternating with these 3. And then these 2 holes, all it had was a big 18-inch ruffle. I put in my hanging string when I first started. So you just feed your twine or your cord through these 2 holes. And they are indented on the other side so you can tell which holes the hanging holes are. And you just double knot it. So that's your hanger.
I know you're doing 21-inch mesh for the rows. Can you do 21-inch mesh there?
Well, you could, but you're probably going to get it. It would probably be really, really thick.
Is the board wood?
No, this board is polypropylene plastic.
Patty said that there's a lot of people sick at the convention.
Oh, really?
But there's also a lot of people sick in my class right now.
Yeah, I think it's, the weather's just crazy these days.
This kid that sits behind me was just like coughing into the air, was like coughing into his arm. So I think I'll be sick, and it was really gross.
Okay, now we have our bow space is still empty here. So I'm going to be putting a bow in there, but I'm going to put my ruffle.
Yeah, Joanne, the temperature, that change is crazy.
Yeah.
Here.
It's
hot
yeah.
the other week, wasn't it? It was like hot.
Well, that's what, viruses just thrive on weather like this because it'll be hot one day and then freezing the next. And
right now it's so, this week it was so cold.
Okay. So this is where I've decided I was going to put my bow. So I haven't really put anything in here yet. This, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet. I might just wire it through. I don't know. I would ideally love, and I might try it, because it will work. If I drilled 2 holes and brought this around and came through the back and stuck these 2 lights like this through the back of the frame, just the tips of the lights, and made the it made it look like it had headlights. How cool would that be? So I think I'm going to leave this, and tomorrow morning I'm going to drill holes right here, and I'm going to come around with the light here and come through the back, and hopefully I have enough light that I can do that. I think I do. Oh yeah, I got plenty. So that's what I'm going to do. That'll look really, really cool.
Kathy said, I have my snowman that we did at the convention, and it's hanging up, and then she said, doesn't mean the snow can start flying through.
Okay, so I'm just going to put this aside. I'm not going to fluff it right as yet, because I'm going to make a bow, and I'm going to put the bow, where did I decide? Right here. Yeah, I'm going to make a nice bow with some tails.
Can I try the bow?
Well, how about you watch me the first time?
All right.
Honey, can I borrow your pro bow? My jacked up pro bow. Everybody makes fun of it. I lost the dowels. Well, I didn't lose the dowels. When I first bought my pro bow is when my dog Duchess was just a baby. So she got all my bag of dowels and used them as chew toys and chewed them all up. So I use just the brushes, you know, the foam brushes. Well, the handles of them are just dowels, and they fit perfectly in the hole. Yeah, it is pretty. I can't wait to finish it. So I don't know what kind of bow I'm going to do with this. What do you think, La? A big poofy bow? We're going to use the same ribbons as we used in the...
I would say, yeah, a big, nice poof.
Enough poofy? I think I might do a terry bow. You want to come watch, honey? Why?
Peaceful.
You don't know how to make a terry bow.
I just got like a template for peaceful holidays.
Can you grab me a water, honey?
Yeah.
Actually, no. Grab me a beer. Maybe that'll wake me up a bit. Okay, so we got our wire. Now, okay, guys. You guys can't laugh because I am not a good bow maker. And I can admit it. I'm not good. But I'm going to try. And I never, ever give up. I always keep trying, but I'm sure you guys can do way better than me. Even Dave does better than me. No offense, honey. Okay. So I'm going to be using all the ribbons that I used in my... Clean up my mess here. All my ribbons that I used in my thing here. So we got the plaid, we got the truck, we got the gold, we got the Merry Christmas, and we need the, let me move this a bit. Okay, are we ready to do this? Now keep in mind again, guys, I am not very good at this.
But you've been doing it forever.
You know what? No, I haven't, because if you look, there's a lot of times I really don't use ribbon or make bows. So I'm going to make a terry bow. They're pretty easy. Okay, so what you do is I'm going to measure my tails to the E. So you're going to take a piece of wire. Okay, how do I remember how to do this?
Just ordered my timer lights.
Yeah, the timer lights are awesome. It took forever for the company to get it to me, but you know what? I finally found them. So I'm going to use the gold one first. So I like to use, because the first ribbon that you put on is the ribbon that you're going to be right at the top, Lolly. Mm-hmm. So you always use the smaller ribbon first. Mm-hmm. I'm probably doing this wrong.
Oh, so like that's going to be at the front?
Yeah. So you're going to, this is our tail. I'm going to just put the tail up here because we're going to do, pinch it and turn it up and come around. Now, I want the other tail to be the same length as this one. So I made it at E. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this off and bring it up here. Now you guys are they're probably watching me like, oh my god, you're doing this wrong, which I probably am.
I remember
but I'm okay.
I remember, is it called ducktail?
Yeah, so I'm going to tighten this, and you're going to put your wire as center as you can. You know who's a good bow maker? is Michelle, my friend Michelle from Monkey's Creation. She's really good.
We're already sold out on lights.
We are?
Uh-huh.
We can't be. I got 300 sets in.
Yes, and they're already all sold out on lights.
Oh, who wrote that?
Nancy.
Oh, I just put like 300 sets up yesterday. Honey, check and see if we're sold out on lights already. Okay, so the next color I'm going to do is this. So again, I'm putting my tail at E here. Okay, I'm going to just hold this in the center here like this. I'm going to go around this one. Okay, now we want this gold, even though it looks the same on both sides, you still want to pinch it in the middle. So we can put this tail up here. I'm going to pinch it and turn it so we have this, the nice side facing, especially if you're having like a ribbon like this. See how it's got the writing? Well, if you don't twist it and flip it up, you're going to have this side showing. But we don't want that side. We want this side showing. Okay. You're going to make it nice and tight. And take your wire and you're going to twist it again. See, this is what Dave kept doing. He twists them, and because he's so strong, it would break on him.
Oh, so like it's basically just like...
Yeah, so there's the other one. Okay, and now we'll do, what color should we do now? Maybe the Merry Christmas one?
I just placed an order.
Nancy, just go check again because I just looked and it's not saying sold out.
Yeah, Nancy, check again, hon, because we just uploaded, I don't know when you checked again, but I uploaded a whole bunch that came in yesterday.
Maybe reload your page. I just placed an order for 10 more tree forms. Sold my first one.
Oh, good. Yeah, the trees are doing really well, especially the gnomes. I don't know if you guys really got to see, well, some of you that were at convention actually got to see the gnomes, and I think every single person that looked at them, even if you're not a gnome lover, loved them. I love them. I'm going to do a Facebook Live because I bought Buffalo Bill material because my dad and stepmom are Buffalo Bill fanatics.
That's going to give it to Nanny and Papa.
Yes.
And then Nanny's going to be over the moon.
Nanny's going to be over the moon, yes. My mom, she's becoming quite the wreath maker.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where she... Mom, where are you putting all these wreaths that you're making?
In the dollhouses. Putting them in the dollhouse.
I think you need to start selling them, Mom, because you're doing really, really well.
We were thinking of going to Bronner's again before Christmas and just inviting a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, that would be so much fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that watch us that are like near there. Because it's that Christmas store.
Oh.
Wouldn't it be great if we all had a meetup like near Bronner's?
I just said that. We were thinking of announcing it and seeing how many people crafters want.
That would be fun. Okay, what we're going to do next? How about we do the truck one next?
Alright.
Right, kitty girl?
Yep, kitty girl. Other kitty girls?
I want my...
She doesn't listen.
So you guys are probably thinking, oh my gosh, you're doing it all wrong. But I'm probably going to have to re-watch new tutorials on making a bow. But like I said again, I don't really make a lot of bows.
I just did a gnome for my grandson and he is in love.
I know, the gnomes are so fun. I went and bought more fuzzy socks today for the gnome nose.
Oh, it shows on a different part of the site that it's sold out.
Oh, really?
You have to look at a different page.
Oh, what different site?
Marge said it would be so cool if you guys could meet up.
I know, that would be fun. Would be a
Nanny
lot.
said, I haven't decided yet. I only have one on the door, lol.
Yeah, Nanny's making up wreaths making a wreath like crazy.
They're having a crafter show tomorrow in Frankenmuth.
Are they? Oh.
How much is this wreath?
How much is the wreath?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
We don't like.
Oh, I need.
Together, like all this material.
I don't know. I don't.
Or like how much for the finished wreath?
I really don't sell my wreaths, so I don't know. I even had a problem when I was at convention, selling them because I don't know how to charge for anything. But I think, I think the rule of thumb is you charge 2 or 3 times. So somebody else could probably chime in. You charge 2 or 3 times your supplies. So if you're a really seasoned wreather, I think for your time, you would charge 3 times. Now, if you're just starting out and you're just wanting to do more wreaths, like say for practice, you could probably do 2.5 times your cost.
Hi there,
And you want to be careful when you are doing wreaths that you're not putting a lot of supplies, like the cost of supplies in. Like for instance, if you're making, I don't know, say a wreath that has, an elf kit or something in it. So in that elf kit is $40, for instance. So right off the bat, your wreath is starting out at $80, right? So if you times it by 2, now you have to think of your market. Can you recoup that money? Will people pay that amount of money for a wreath in your area? So you got to keep that in mind. And now, this is how I became really frugal, because when I was selling wreaths, I couldn't get more than like $50 for a wreath, because it's just the economy around where I am is just not there. So when I would sell wreaths, I would make like big ginormous wreath and have it like as a focal point in my craft at the craft show, just to get people into my booth, because they would end up buying. I think I want a piece of truck. I'm going to stick this truck in here.
Yeah, we live in a suburb. There's not very many wreaths on the door.
No. So I would put a piece of, or put a nice wreath, and more than likely everybody would come in because they seen this absolutely stunning wreath. Now they wouldn't pay $200 for it, but they usually left with maybe a $40 or $50 one, because people don't mind to pay that. Now if you're living in a rich area, say Beverly Hills or something, of course your market is going to be different than, say somewhere else. So you really have to keep in mind when you're selling of what you're putting into your wreath, because you want to make sure you can recoup that back.
When are you doing the elf legs?
Yeah,
Sunday.
someone said, I can't wait to learn how to do the elf legs from
I'm going to do the elf legs Sunday. I'm going down to the warehouse tomorrow so I can get all my supplies.
Jan's looking forward to it.
Can I have the fluff box, please? I hope I left enough wire. I think I'm going to put a zip tie in mine because I don't trust myself. Oh God, this is heavy. And I bought myself a fluff box. Finally. I made myself a fluff box a long time ago.
I remember that. I was
Did
like,
you?
we have one.
But it's not heavy like it's supposed to be. So I'm going to put a zip tie around here because my hands are not strong enough. And I don't think I pulled this wire tight enough. So I don't want it to fall apart on me. So I'm just going to put a zip tie in through it. And just make sure my wires are still at the bottom. I just stuck this piece because I really like the truck ribbon, so I kind of wanted more. There.
Oh, I got some exciting news.
What's your exciting news?
My teacher told me today, my science teacher told me today, that I aced my microscope test.
Yay!
Not the one I was studying for 4 hours, but got my microscope. And he's like, I'm pretty sure you aced it. And I was like,
Good for you, Lolly. All right. So now we're going to fluff, We're going to fluff Lolly.
is that what you guys were laughing about?
What?
The fluffing?
Yeah,
The fluff?
the fluff. So I put a zip tie. You can see the zip tie now, but you won't be able to see it when I'm done.
When you fluff it?
When I fluff it.
Isn't that called ducktailing?
This is called ducktailing. Very good. Lolly knows a lot of this stuff because she used to come and help me at my workshops all the time. She was actually the entertainment. So she would actually, she had a little business going because she would make cookies.
I remember that. And I got so
She would
much
make
money from that.
cookies for the workshops. And she would sell cookies at the workshops. And
I got a lot of money.
yeah, she made a good money out of making her cookies. And it got to the point where everybody's wondering, you know, if she didn't bake cookies, why she didn't bake cookies.
Yeah, one time I
Darlene, that's why you have to kind of take a look at your market and where you are, and cater to the market and make your wreaths to cater to that market. Don't make a big $100 wreath if no one around there is going to pay $100 of it. If anybody's only paying $20 for a wreath, then you have to make it.
Yeah, you have to go with what you can sell. Like, you don't want to have a bunch of wreaths hanging around.
That's what she's saying. She's got a whole bunch of wreaths, but she can't sell. No one wants to pay the money for them.
Well, yeah, that's the problem.
So you got to kind of look at your market.
Yeah, you don't want to spend, you know. This is why, and I'm not tooting Unique in the Creek's horn or anything, but you can make pretty inexpensive wreaths. Like, if, for instance, I used a Dollar Tree bag, okay, so I didn't even have to purchase a sign. When you're purchasing a sign, you basically start off about $10 right there, right? So I spent 50 cents on my sign. I bought one roll of Deco Mesh, okay, so that was $5. The frame is $8 or $7. And I bought ribbon, but you know, how many wreaths am I going to be able to make with this ton of ribbon? It's just, you know, I've maybe spent $2 or $3 on ribbon altogether. So that wreath, you know, will end up, maybe it'll cost me, I don't know, $16, $17 to make. And I would have no problem getting $40 back in it. And it didn't really take me that long.
I would say the
You know what?
price
What,
is
honey?
50.
I was at Michael's today, and I was.
You were at Michael's today?
I was.
What were you doing at Michael's?
I was looking for inspiration.
You didn't tell me you went to Michael's.
But you know what?
Why is this twisted?
I'm wondering if Michael's those wreaths in there are garbage.
Are they awful?
$100 they're selling them for?
Yeah,
I
they
wonder
are
if they
terrible.
sell any of those.
Well, people buy them and use, because where else are you going to buy a wreath except for, you know, at a craft show? But people don't spend, they don't do the full amount. You would go and you would use a coupon.
Michelle said fluff away.
I'm fluffing.
Yeah, I would say the right price for a wreath is like $50, maybe less.
Yeah. So you really have to check your market out.
He's into both now.
And I'm fluffing, I'm not really sure how I'm fluffing, but you just kind of pull. And that's why I put a zip tie in there, because...
See, that's another thing, Darlene, and that's one thing Lori did, and she started getting into teaching them how to make them instead of trying to sell them.
Yeah.
Do a class and teach them how to make it.
It was so much easier, because I would, I would teach 20, 30 people at a time, only spend 2 hours doing it, and not even have to make a wreath, La?
Yeah, the classes are honestly so fun.
They were fun. They were so much fun, La. Even Lolly liked them.
You had to interact with new people.
Yeah, met tons and tons of
A
people.
lot of people.
Look at this
go,
book.
Darlene. You got all kinds of suggestions there now.
For what?
Selling online.
There's people giving her suggestions
Oh, yeah.
on what to do.
Etsy's pretty good, because that's, if anybody's looking for something, usually the first place people will look is on Etsy. But Etsy, it's expensive. Like, they take a piece of your profit, but if you're serious about doing a business, then my suggestion first is, oh my gosh,
Darlene wants us to look at hers to see if we think they're good enough.
my wire just broke. This wire sucks.
Babe.
What?
Darlene wants us to look at them and see if we think if they're good enough.
Your bows look great, Carla said.
Oh, really? I'm not very good at making bows, but this looks pretty. See, look, honey, this is the terry bow.
Yeah.
I like the terry bow.
It's not hard.
No.
My wire did break, so thank God I put a zip tie on, else I would be doing it all again.
He was getting kerfuffled and frustrated.
Who? Colenso?
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to put this on our wreath,
Darlene wants you to look at her rope at some point.
Well, I can't do that right now.
No, I know that. I'm just telling you. You didn't. Tell me if you heard what I
because
said.
I'm concentrating on fluffing. All right, so I'm going to, I broke my wire. Here. Yeah, I know. Oh, this thing is heavy.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just going to stick another zip tie in there and zip it into the board. Hopefully I can get it through the back here. And I'm just going to have to squish all my stuff here.
Oh, my zippy, zippy.
So I'm doing surgery on my bow here.
Beautiful bow, Marsha said.
Thank you.
Nice bow, Nikki said.
So I have to do some doctoring here.
Michelle said you could even promote your page for a few dollars and get clients nationwide.
Yep. Oh, I did the zip tie so tight.
Barbara said she sells a lot of her wreaths through Mercury.
Who?
Mercury.
Oh, I've never heard that. And now when I sold my wreaths, I just did local. I didn't do oh, gosh. Okay, you know what? Where's my clippers? No, not those ones. Right here.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to do some
Jen
doctoring.
You know what? Jen couldn't get anyone in the community to join in a class.
Really?
Oh.
Put her craft
Well, when I
into
first
it.
started doing mine, I had like 4 people.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then,
Jen,
remember?
if a fun person like you can't get anybody to join, I don't think there's any hope.
It's word of mouth. You have to keep at it. Because when I first started, I was in Michael's craft room. I had 4 people.
Tell them what the secret is.
What?
Tell them what the secret is.
What's the secret?
Get the Legion and an open bar.
Oh, yes. The secret, really, that isn't even a secret, but if you get a Legion, now our Legions here, they all have like cash bars, and you don't have to have a liquor license or anything.
And on a Friday night.
And I would go do it on a Friday. Now, this is after I started getting a little bit bigger. I just kept at it with Michael's, using Michael's. You know, I had 4 people, and then those 4 people showed their work on their Facebook page, and then their friends wanted to come and make something. And it just, you know, it took a while, but they started all trickling in to the point where I couldn't fit everybody in Michael's anymore. Then I went to a rec center, and I used, you know, just a craft room there, and then I started to get bigger than that.
Then we started to do.
And then I started renting a hall. Now, the hall I rented was a Legion. It was a Veterans Legion. And they had their own bar open all the time. And we would do it upstairs, and the bar was downstairs. And the Legion, so I would advertise it as Girls' Night Out. So people would come out with their friends, have, you know, a few glasses of wine, a beer, whatever, have a lot of fun. I always made it a lot of fun. Sometimes I would, you know, bring in treats and everything. Lolly would have the baked stuff. And it just started snowballing, and it's just word of mouth to the point where I had people traveling from all over Ontario coming to my workshops on a Friday.
Oh yeah, some people used to come from Barrie, an hour and a half away.
Yeah, we had people coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
And it was just really all word of mouth. And because I would only advertise really on my, like a buy and sell Facebook thing or whatever. But
think of new ways to make it fun. That's the main thing.
when you're starting out, it is a little frustrating. But if you keep at it, everything is just word of mouth. Word of mouth is a huge tool.
Yeah, sometimes we even have parties.
Oh yeah, I had Christmas parties. I would give away free gifts, and now I did it for like 3 years. So by the time I was finished or ended, I had to stop doing it because my back just couldn't handle it anymore. But okay, now where I'm putting my bow in, all I did, because my wire kept breaking, I zip tied. And then I put another zip tie through that zip tie, and then I tightened it. And then I'm just going to zip tie it onto the board.
Susan said, great job on the side.
Okay. And where am I going to put this? It's going here. So I'm going to put it maybe between here and here. Let's see.
Crickets.
Sorry. I'm concentrating. There's one. So I'm just putting it through the 2 holes. Like that. Okay? And then I'm just going to zip tie this on the back here. I'm not going to do it tight yet until I have my bow exactly where I want it. Oh, here, you found the app again. Look how pretty, La. Really? Okay, so now I'm going to start fluffing my bow here.
If you guys have any questions,
you know what? Maybe you can move all these ribbons and stuff
to where?
just out of the way. So I'm going to start pulling my ribbons out and fluffing them. Now it's just cutting frays.
Sorry for my reach.
And I'm going to go around.
See the raptures.
Look how pretty my bow is. Look at my bow, hun.
Michelle said, "Oh Lord."
Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you.
I think you guys should sell some merch.
Merch?
Yeah.
What kind of merch?
I think you should put like on a shirt or something and sell it on uniqueinthecreek.com.
Who would want a Unique in the Creek?
Why? It can say no flocking away.
Yeah, we're upstairs. I still, you know, when we unloaded the van from convention, we literally threw everything downstairs in the craft dungeon and shut the door, and we haven't gone down there since. Which I am doing it tomorrow. I'm going to clean after I get home from the States.
Sell some merch. I think you could put like on like slogans that we see, like no flocking way.
Honey.
And
oh, here it goes again.
And then we could put like "Oh Lord" on a shirt.
Oh Lord, that's Michelle's. Oh Lord.
I don't know.
Okay, look at the mess I have here.
Yeah, Michelle said "Oh Lord."
Okay, so with our light pack, I'm going to glue it on the back. And then right now, I'm going to pull all my ribbons out. Because they're kind of squished in here.
But yeah, I think that slogan stuff will be great.
You think so, La?
Yeah.
You should work on that.
Yeah. No flocking way.
No flocking way.
Crafty creakers, you know. See, Margie said shirts with Marge. Shirts with your logo would be cool. I know.
I made Dave and I, well, because I had to order stuff from Vistaprint last night. So I made Dave and I t-shirts that have, just say, hashtag Unique in the Creek and then hashtag Happy Wreathing.
Yeah, you can put like, yeah, you put
because I always say that, right?
It would be really cool.
So I'm going to face these.
See, I'm wearing merch. You want maybe it's cool merch.
It's cool merch.
Yeah, you know, like David Jordan.
I hate ribbons. I hate floral. I don't know why I'm a wreather. I hate floral. I hate ribbons. I hate bows.
Probably no one knows what you do.
Although, you should see the collection of ribbon I have.
Michelle said do it, Lolly. I know, I'm going to do it.
Do it, Lolly.
I should make my own merch. That's what I'm going to make my own merch.
Your own merch?
Rebecca was off a gift bag.
Yes, it was a gift bag. Move it out of the way. I'm going to push this all back still. This truck, it was just a gift bag that I got at Dollar Tree. So I cut off the one side and I did it like a 10-inch circle. So I just put a plate over top and I traced it. And then I just Mod Podged it on the frame. So there is a live, I did it this afternoon to show you guys. So there is a tutorial on how to do it. And yeah, really easy. Alright, so now I'm just fluffing out my ribbon. So you pull out your ribbon and you make it straight, and this bow is quite the bow, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very pretty though. What do you guys think of my bow? Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, I said that they loved it.
Oh, I can't read anything.
Oh. Rebecca.
Thanks, honey.
Rebecca said she missed the beginning. Did you say that you Mod Podged the design?
Yes, I Mod Podged the... What, honey?
I said she's way behind. You've already answered
Oh,
it.
did I answer that one?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, there is a tutorial on what I did. I'm going to push these to the front.
He's just jealous because I took his spot.
Oh, is he jealous because you took his spot?
Yep.
Babe, are you jealous because Lolly took your spot?
Yep, and that's the last time she's doing it.
She's a good helper. She's not as annoying as you.
See, I know when to talk and know when not to talk.
Okay, we need to delete. We have to sneak his phone and delete that app.
Yeah. He doesn't have a password on his phone, so.
He doesn't?
I don't think so.
Turn on the lights.
Okay, I will in 1 second. I just want.
Frame at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. No, Annie, at Unique in the Creek, pinned at the link is pinned at the bottom of the page there.
That glittery ribbon, it really stands out.
Yeah, isn't it pretty? Well, I picked it because all the ribbon that I picked all have a gold trim on it, even the truck one, so it worked out really well.
Gold is like a really pretty color.
Yeah, even the look at even the plaid has gold in it.
Even if you guys don't like red and green for Christmas, if you do like gold and like beiges,
Yeah.
it looks like really.
Does it, Law?
Yeah.
Does it?
I think I should have my own channel on the home decor channel.
So I'm just cutting all my frays. Now I am going to tomorrow I'm going to drill a hole in the frame, 2 holes, and I am going to put lights in the headlights. That's going to be so cool. So I will post a picture when I'm done it.
Does the center have to be paper, or can we use a shiny bag picture?
Well, you can try. You can try whatever you want. If it's Mod Podgeable, then anything will work.
Susan was saying sometimes they have wax tape on the shiny bag, so it won't Mod Podge.
Oh, you'd have to try. This bag was. It's got a texture feel, like it's very, very smooth. But once I got it down, it took me a little bit to get it down because I ran out of actual Mod Podge. So I used this wallpaper stuff that I had, and it's called Cellulose Adhesive, and it's for wallpapers, and it works great.
Susan, you can't really iron on this board though because it is plastic and it will warp.
Yeah, you don't want to. It may warp. We've tried it once, and I think I had the iron on really high and it warped. So I think we're just going to suggest not ironing it. But definitely, I just did a little light sanding on it to scratch up the surface.
She's talking about wrinkles, but didn't you use a hairdryer?
Yeah. If you get wrinkles, let it dry, and you can use this thing. You can use a blow dryer on high, and it kind of melts the Mod Podge or softens the Mod Podge, that you can smooth out those wrinkles.
But on the old wooden boards, right? You're right, Susan. You could iron it, but not on these ones.
Well, you could do it on low. You could probably. I would try it at just like.
Maybe we should try it one
Yeah,
day.
maybe I'll try it.
Don't tell them to try it.
Don't try it. We'll try it. Like I said, I did try it once, but my iron was really hot. So I should probably try it again when it's not as hot.
I also want to try sticking one in the oven for at about 100 degrees, see what happens.
Okay, I'm almost done. I'm just fluffing ribbons, pulling them out and everything. So I'll do it really quick here. You guys all know that when you're fluffing ribbons, it's much easier to do it when it's hanging on your door or hanging on something, so you can actually see where it needs to go. But I'm bringing these to the front.
How was your day today?
Tiring. I slept most of the day.
Really?
You know I'm tired when I fell asleep on the couch for like hours.
You were out for hours?
Yeah, on the couch. Probably why my back's sore. Okay, that's enough fluffing. I'll fluff the rest when it's on the door and trim.
Barbara said, great job as usual.
Okay. Now I do have the leftover lights. Like I said, I'm going to drill holes through these, and I'm going to put headlights in it. Oh, thanks, baby. Okay, let's turn the lights on here, La. Not quite happy with its ribbons yet, but we'll trim it up. And then you want to push it kind of back, so out of your center once you get everything fluffed, and so you can see your your center.
I'm gonna do like a drum roll.
You're gonna do a drum roll?
No, I got that.
National Lampoon Christmas.
Oh, Dave's got the drum roll.
Excuse
Okay.
me, I was gonna do the National Lampoon Christmas.
Okay,
Since it
shut
is
that light
Christmas
off. And we're gonna turn the lights on so you guys can see how pretty they are. Okay, guys, I'll turn the light on in 1 second.
And here's your drum roll.
Ready?
Bing.
There we go. Too late, honey.
Ta-da!
There, look how pretty. With my beautiful bow, which I have to fluff. Thank you, honey. I got. And then there's the back side. Oh, I forgot. Tie that. That's the bow. The bow zip tie.
Nice. Pretty,
Isn't it pretty?
Pretty.
So it's going to look so cool with headlights. So the headlights will come on with the lights as well. There. Easy peasy.
It's really cool.
So, yeah. And like I said, this wreath cost me maybe $7 for the frame, $5 for the mesh, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The lights were 13, 14, 15, and maybe, I don't know how much with the ribbon.
Probably like
It's $3, $4. So I think maybe $20 this cost me. So you could probably sell it for $40
gorgeous.
or $50. You know, if you did a double 2.5.
Beautiful. Love
But-
it.
It would be very popular because everybody likes a red truck. And then this,
Nanny said beautiful.
yeah, this would be really pretty above a mantle and stuff. Now, if you wanted to make it even fuller or larger, you can make it even larger. It would take you more mesh, but you could do it. What you would do is this hole, here, let me turn the light on. So you would use this hole to the outside. Do I have an extra ruffle there, Laura? I'll just show you guys.
No.
Yeah, right here.
Sorry.
So if you wanted to make it even bigger, you could use, go through the this third hole here. Okay, put your zip tie in. Put this, make another ruffle. So again, you would need a little bit more, probably 1 1/4 rolls. So you'd make another ruffle.
Judah said she loves it.
Okay. And then you can stick this ruffle. I'm going to do it kind of upside down so you guys can see what I'm doing from the back end. You're going to put your ruffle facing outwards and zip it from this hole to the outside of the board. And then it makes your wreath appear even larger than before. And then you can just bring it down, cut it off, and you can do that for the 8 holes all the way around, and it gives the appearance of your wreath even bigger. So there's that ruffle out here, right there. Okay, so there's little tricks to trick the eye. You're not really tricking your customer, but your customer really doesn't know. They just see the end result of your wreath, and that's all they need to know. So you don't have to tell them all your little tricks and everything else. But yeah, so that's how you can do your wreath with your lights on top, so you don't get lost on the bottom. Now, if you're doing a character wreath, like the face and stuff, you can do your lights right on the board, because you won't have all this ribbon and stuff. Alrighty, and that's it. That's our Dollar Tree bag wreath.
So pretty.
I'm going to turn this light off again so you guys can see again how pretty it is.
It's really, really pretty.
Yeah, so I will, tomorrow, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to drill my holes. I'm going to put my headlights in, and then I will take a picture of what it looks like, and then you guys can do the same. I'm not sure if you'll find these bags, but the red truck is still so popular. I'm sure you'll find something somewhere.
Why is it a red truck?
I don't know. The red truck is it's just a rustic looking. People love it. I don't know why. Anyways, here we are again.
Oh, I look rough.
Me and Lolly. Oh,
I look rough.
thanks, Jeannie. So, I hope you guys all like that. And I'd love to see your Dollar Tree bag wreaths when you're done. Ayla?
Yeah.
And maybe we'll get Lolly making a wreath. Hey, baby. Okay, guys. I'm going to go lay down now. It's time for night-nights. Got a big day tomorrow. And we'll talk to you guys all soon. I think Sunday, maybe in the afternoon, we're going to do the elf legs. Okay? I'm going to show you guys how to make elf legs really easy.
Nice, and I am the new Dave, so
You're not the new Dave. Nobody can replace Dave.
Reading the comments.
Nobody can replace Dave. Okay, guys. Good night.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, and please share my page. That would be great. And bye. Night. Night,
Bye,
Michelle. Bye,
Bye,
y'all.
y'all.
Love you. Night, Jeannie. Night, Brenda. Night, Tammy. Night, everybody.